Hello, everyone. My name is Cristy T. Jones, and I have the pleasure of serving as Miss Fulton County 2022. And as a part of my platform, Ready, Set, Go Career Awareness and Preparedness, I'll be hosting weekly career exploration workshops featuring entrepreneurs. And since March is Women's History Month, I decided that I want to highlight female entrepreneurs throughout the state of Georgia. So today I have the pleasure of speaking with the two co owners of Beautè Brazilianz, Adia and Antoinette. So, Adia and Antoinette, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. You all are my first guest. So, first time for everything. So, I'm so glad that you all are joining us today and just we're learning about the wonderful world of lashes and waxing. So, we're going to get started. And if you could just tell me a little bit about yourself and why you decided to start Beautè Brazilians.
My name is Adia Jordan. I was born and raised here in Atlanta. I'm 25. I followed to become an esthetician, I would say, because to be honest, I'm following after my sister, who is an esthetician as well. So we both went to the same school. But I do lashes and I started doing waxing. So I started doing lashes in 2017. She also introduced me to lashes because at first I wasn't into it, but she introduced me into it, and then I went and got I took training for it, and I actually loved it. So I continued to go on, and then I went to school and got licensed to become a licensed esthetician. And while in school, we was taught to do facials and waxing and other stuff. So I was like, well, let me expand my services, and then that's when I got into waxing.
Awesome. So, what about you, Antoinette? Was it a similar journey or a little bit different?
Mine was kind of different. When I graduated from high school, um, I went for medical assistance. I worked at a OBGYN. I didn't like it. I did a turn and went to esthetician school. And then that's when I realized about waxing. When I first went and got my first wax, I went to Waxing by Andrea. And I was like, oh, wow, women really come and get this. I was like, I'm about to open it. I'm about to open up one. It's not too many black owned ones, but now it is. It back then, about from 2017, it wasn't too many, but now it is. So that's what really made me like waxing.
Yeah, I
And
started. Oh, go ahead.
oh no, go ahead.
No, I started getting waxed like when I was around 18 years old. And you're right, there wasn't a lot of black women owning that industry. So I just think it's so great that you all came to be and just created this great pathway and are trailblazers in your own right. So I want to talk to you a little bit, Antoinette. You talked about wanting to be in the medical field, a STEM career. What was that like? Like I know there is a great push for more black people to go into STEM, but even though STEM is great, we need more doctors, we need more engineers, we need more people in technology and mathematics. It's not for everyone. So, what was like kind of that turning point or kind of make you say, okay, this isn't for me, but I think I'm going another way? Like, was there anyone discouraging you or trying to make you stay into STEM?
We did well when I was working with the doctor. We did a biopsy on this lady. I almost passed out, and I was like, "Yep, this is not for me." I just gave up on it. I was like, "Yeah, I can't do this." I got started seeing stars. I almost passed out because it was just it was too much going on in the room. I was like, "I can't do this."
I
So
definitely
I
understand
just
that.
figured out, yeah, I'm gonna do something else.
Yeah, so Adia, you spoke about going to school to be an esthetician. So I wanted to talk to you both. What are some of the skills and certifications you need for this profession?
Definitely the number one is your license, esthetician license, or you could go to cosmetology school and get your cosmetology license.
It's under the same belt, basically. So when you
Okay.
take the state board, it's going to be under cosmetology.
And do you have to continue taking classes?
You
As
have to renew every 2 years, and you have to continue to take educational classes. So they'll let you know if you really need it. If you don't, then you can skip past it. And then they'll either email you and say you need to be audited, or you have to go take an educational class.
so, what is the process of opening up your own lash and wax studio? Because it's one thing just being an esthetician, but to actually be a business owner, I know that's a brand new step.
Yeah, it really is. We went through a lot. Morrow is very strict. Like it really.
especially like with all the license, like as far as contractors, they have to be licensed through the state and not the county. And that was our main problem that we had with each contractor. They was only like they only had county license and not state license. So we definitely had to find somebody with state
And we were
license.
getting gypped off too. We spent so much, like these contractors really try to play a lady, women,
Yeah,
till our dad stepped in, and then that's when it ended.
yeah, they definitely would try to get over on women. So we also had to get our
Salon
salon
license.
license, and then you have to get your certificate of occupancy. You got to get that through the fire department. I think that's what we went through the fire
Yeah, the
department
fire
to get that.
department came out.
And
So each step is kind of different. So first you have to do like, once you get your contractors in, they start framing. You have to, once they finish framing, you have to call the fire department out so they can come inspect everything. And then that's when they'll put the walls and things up and you can finish on whatever you got to do. Then the last step is you go into the courthouse to finish all your paperwork for your license.
And then not to get too into the details, but like for someone trying to start their business, how much importance is it to save up money, and how much money do you think you need to have saved to get started?
Our project was like 30,000.
30,000.
But before this, we were working out of suite. So suite was like a good thing. We went from suite to suite, which is okay. So if anybody want to start, you can start out in a suite, which is pretty cool. Then we started working out the home, which where you really will start saving money when you're working out the house because you don't have to pay nobody no rent or anything.
Yeah, and then suites, it just depends on the booth and the location of how much it will cost, so it
Yeah,
varies.
location is very important. Like you want to make sure you're located in a good area, but also like parking, because parking was very horrible everywhere.
Hmm.
And clients were complaining. Some would leave, like I can't do this, and so you really want to make sure they got good parking.
free parking.
Free parking is that.
Free parking.
I know that's right. So, again, like talking about your job, what would each of you say is the most rewarding part of your job?
Mm, The most rewarding part for me is that I can make my own schedule. I can wake up today and be like, okay, I can go to work today or tomorrow I want to take off. So I can make my own flexible schedule. That's to me is my rewarding.
Same for me. I have 3 kids, so it kind of helps me out a lot. But the most thing I love about my job is interacting with my clients. Like we talk about everything. Sometimes people have a hard day. They just come in and just tell me everything. And I'm like, yeah, I kind of went through this. So we'll be on like the same little boat, I'll say. But it helps them though. Yeah, we connect like, yeah, we do.
That's what I can say, that all of our clients, we have a good special bond and we connect with each and every client. So that's what I love too.
I can attest to that because I remember when I met Adia, I was just telling her I was having a rough day, and she was just so compassionate. So, like, you all need to patronize Beautè Brazilianz because they really do care about their customers. So, we talked about the rewarding part. What would you say is the most challenging part of your job?
Marketing. Marketing is very stressful. Like you really got to be on it just to get your clients to come in and recognize who you are. And yes, very stressful because you got to have the money too to market. Ain't nothing free.
What are some tips you have for someone new to the game, like after they get their license and certification? How do they market themselves to stand out?
Social media, passing out your flyers, word of mouth is pretty good. The post, I want to say the mail direct, like when you sign up with the post office and they mail off your postcards for you to different addresses in the area, that's pretty good. And basically, I've been doing my TikTok too. TikTok is the new. So if you want to see, I'm telling you,
definitely the go-to for.
That's how we got most of our people from TikTok.
Really, I need to start. I have a TikTok, but I've just watched things. I haven't made one yet. But they want us under the Miss Georgia organization and Miss America to do more TikTok. So I'm kind of scared, but I know that I have to do it to be engaged. So I'll definitely be reaching out to y'all for some tips. And we kind of already talked about this a little bit, but I wanted to know specifically, what is the main tip or number one tip you have for someone trying to enter into this industry?
Don't give up. Keep
Don't
going.
don't give up. Keep going because it's a lot of us in this industry who they would say do the same thing, but everybody does it in their own way. So I would say find your way and do it the best that you can.
Yeah, stand out.
Stand out, be unique. Don't try to copy nobody else because you only get so far. Just be yourself and you'll get far.
Basically, be you. Can't nobody be you but you.
All right.
That's so true, and that's true for any industry. That's why I tell people with these career sessions, like you guys are blessing me because there's so much that I can take from this. So, like when you say be unique, what are some ways that you all have embraced your uniqueness and your individuality as business owners in such an oversaturated industry?
Um,
Question.
hmm.
I'm silly. And I'm very silly. Um, and I really care for my people. Like all my clients, I truly, truly care for them. So I have like relationships. We'll text sometimes. They'll let me know what's going on with them. Like we'll build a friendship basically. So
Mm.
I think that's how I stand out more as far as like waxing.
Building that bond with your clients because most people don't build that bond with their clients. They get them in, take the money, and you go about
Yeah,
your
leave.
business because they have so many more clients coming in. I don't have time to build a relationship with you. I got to get you in, get you out. I got to get ready for my next one. But we take our time here. Like we want to get to know you. You know,
Most people are
building a good
most people are
relationship
more
is
for the
just
money wise.
the
Like
best.
where I used to work at, they were more like forcing their clients to like buy a lot of stuff. So it makes them not want to come back
Hmm.
anymore. So I learned that from them. I was like, yeah, I can't do that then. So I just have to really take it easy with them.
Absolutely. That's such sound advice. Just being yourself and making sure that you serve the people that you are servicing and providing a service to. I think a lot of times business owners, they forget the customer and it's like about making money like you guys said, but without the customers you wouldn't have a business, so you have to make sure that you are just being kind and just genuine to them. So if there is something that you could tell your younger self, what would it be and why?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Mine would be go for it. I always beat around the bush when I was young. I always wanted to be a business owner, but I think I was kind of scared to do it when I should just really did it.
I would tell myself stop procrastinating.
Me too.
I had put it off so because when I had first started lashing, I started and then I stopped for like 7 months, 6, 7 months. And I was about to give up on it, but then I had people was like, don't give up, keep going, you're gonna get good, you're gonna get better. And if I didn't listen, I would not be here today. I would probably be in another different field. I don't really know, but if I didn't listen, I would not be right here. I'm happy I listened.
I'm happy you listen too. I think because we're in the social media era and we think everything happens so quickly because that's what we see on Instagram and Twitter, but all good things take time and it
Yeah.
takes hard work, and your work ethic is everything. So like you all are a testament to that, just having your own business. And Adia, you're under 30. Like a lot of people can't say that. Like they can't say that they have a business under 30 years old and a successful one at that. So both of you all should be very proud. So my platform, Ready Set Go, career awareness and preparedness, we talk a lot about career preparedness, awareness, and exploration, but we also talk about mental health and the importance of work-life balance in the workplace. So how do you both practice self-care and promote mental well-being in your business? And
That
what
is
are
so
some
good.
tips? Oh, go ahead.
No, you good. Oh, you can finish.
And like, what are some tips you have for young adults age 17 to 26, um, on how to find an employer that values your mental health?
That is so good. So I recently went through depression. So my mental health, I didn't want to be around nobody. I didn't want to do nothing. I became lazy. I just felt like this dark cloud over me. And I also suffer from anxiety. So I had anxiety attacks a lot, panic attacks. So this is a really good, like, to focus on your mental is like you have to make sure your employee is not one of those people who are very mean. Like they have to have a positive attitude, good energy, because all of that can just affect you if you are going through like a mental, like illness. I would say
Yeah, or crisis.
it can affect you. Like if I walk into work and you're already yelling at me before I walk in the door, you don't know what I went through before I came here. So you just want to make sure that your employee is like a really good, respectable person, a nice person, always smiling, asking you how, simply asking me how my day goes. It goes a long way. So
Um, well, when we started to build this, I started having panic attacks. I didn't know what it was. I think what I started doing was stop caring about things that I can't control.
definitely.
Um, I just started meditating now. Every morning I say my little affirmations. I'm strong, I'm beautiful, I'm worthy, I'm successful, I'm rich.
Breathing
Um,
exercises too
yeah,
throughout the day.
yeah, true.
A good
And sleep. I go to sleep.
stretch.
I know that's right.
I sleep it off.
Taking like a moment if you can to stretch and do breathing exercises also helps. It helps me.
Exercising actually helps a lot. Like it relieves a lot of stress.
Even if you just go and walk down the sidewalk for like 10 minutes back and forth, I swear it'll help you so much. Because it can be overwhelming sometimes, like a lot.
It can be, and I think I applaud both of you for sharing that, especially you, Adia. Like I have bipolar disorder, so I've dealt with depression, anxiety, episodes, manic episodes, and it was really hard to find employers who are understanding. And before, I didn't disclose my illness because of that reason, because people are very discriminatory against black people who have mental illnesses. Like they think it's either not real or like you're faking it, or I've just heard all kinds of things. So I didn't want it to affect the way people saw me at work, but it got to the point it was started to impact my performance, especially when I was adjusting to my medication. So now, like I'm in grad school, and I let all my professors know. I just make sure that people know what I'm going through, and some of them might have perceptions about me, but just I've realized just being honest with people and saying, hey, I'm not okay today, or I just need you to show me a little bit grace in this area. It goes a long way, and some people may not understand, but there are actually more people who do understand and who are compassionate. And that's why it's important, like both of you said, to find an employer who really cares about your well-being and cares about just you as a person, not just as a worker for their company. Because before we like put our brand of our business, we're people first. And I think when more employers realize that you need to treat your employees like people, like decent human beings, and have compassion, then I think our workforce will be so much more healthier and more productive. So before we get to any other questions, my last question for you all are there any final thoughts that you want to share with our audience that I'll be posting this on social media and YouTube that you haven't shared yet?
Um, take it one day at a time. Don't rush. Everything is going to fall into place. I had to learn that. I really had to learn that.
I'm
Like
still
really had to
learning.
learn it also like me learning that helps me calm down because sometimes I get so overwhelmed. I end up sitting in the corner and start crying. And I have to tell myself like it's gonna be okay. Everything happens at the right time in the right place. Everything's gonna be okay.
I just say keep God first.
Definitely.
Pray when
Amen.
things go wrong. Pray when things go wrong. Pray when things are going right. It don't matter. Just pray. Talk to God. He will lead you the way. Get up and go do it, and He will show you the way.
Thank you so much. This was so inspiring. Like I feel empowered. I might go get my esthetician license because y'all y'all inspire me now. I wouldn't trust myself with clients because my hands they're graceful, but like I know that's not my ministry. Like y'all, what y'all do is definitely ministry because I don't know what I would do without my lash person or my wax lady. So Thank y'all for what y'all do. Y'all are so valued and appreciated. Please check out their business, Beautè Brazilianz. Could you share your social media and your address, please?
Beautè Brazilian is spelled BeauteBri.
What?
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's at Beautè Brazilianz. That's Instagram, BeauteBrailanz.
Brazilians, yeah. And our address is 1128 Mount Zion Road, Morrow, Georgia 30260.
And they
Located right behind Escobar.
and they can book with you on Booksy, right?
Yep.
Mhm. Yep.
Okay, so you all heard it here. Thank you all so much for being my first guest. I just really hope and pray that whoever reaches this video will be inspired to go into the esthetician industry and just be like who they want to be, because you all are some amazing women. So, in honor of Women's History Month, we are signing off, and I just want to say thank you all again for just such a wonderful session, and I wish you all the best in your business.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.